Well, I made it into the stump 3. This is where I hunted yesterday evening, and I didn't get in here very clean. I bumped a big doe that was bedded right off the edge of the trail, and then when I got here, there's a what looked like a doe fawn standing right here in the front of the stump 3 in the food plot, and I actually snuck up behind a pine tree and I threw a stick at it and I hit it in the leg with a stick, trying to get it to run away without really knowing it was like a human being that was bumping it. And it literally just, it hopped away and then kind of walked toward me, and I ended up just scaring it because the stick didn't work. I literally hit it with a stick and I didn't care. But we have a really stiff wind out of the northwest, which is going right this way, which actually isn't a bad wind for the stump 3 because a lot of the deer that will filter out through here will come right through here. And obviously the wind's coming like this, so the anticipated shot would be right here or right here. So this is the heavy 9s area, so I didn't get him on camera at all in the last 24 hours, but I know this is where he spends a lot of time, so I'm just kind of in that area. It's Halloween, things are happening, deer on the move. Got to be in a per se a tree, but I'm in a blind right now. We have a chance of rain tonight and super high winds. This is just a much easier place for me to hunt and video and be comfortable and not be swaying back and forth in a tree. So I've got the crossbow with me. We're going to stay warm and dry and see what happens tonight.
I just had a little spike come out. It is extremely windy out there. Holy smokes. That's the same buck I saw in here yesterday. Close this window up. This wind keeps swirling pretty bad back here. Well, we just had deer number 3 step out. Looks like a little fawn. Those 2 little bucks worked right by the blind here. Worked on through. Sun's popping out a little bit. Had a couple more little ones come out. So now in total on the way in we saw 2, and then we saw 2 different spikes, so 4, 5, 6, 7 total deer spotted. You can hear those sandhill cranes in the back. Well, that's a nice 3-year-old that I've seen a couple different times now. Monty's seen him once too while he was hunting a few weekends ago. He just came right through here at about 25 yards. He didn't even check all these fawns. There's a group of fawns out here. He just kind of went right through here and then right up this path that goes into the swamp right here at about 25 yards. That's what we need the heavy 9 to do, and we'll be in business. Seen a lot of pretty nice bucks, just not the one that I want. He's going to be, that's a deer that really could blow up into something pretty special next year. He's got a great frame on him, nice long brows, good decent tines. You know, he might be a pretty nice deer next year. Hopefully he sticks tight to over here and he makes it through. Well, I didn't get it on film, but I just had a buck chase a doe through here so fast. I literally turned open the camera, popped the window open, and they were through the back of the food plot. I mean, he was chasing her freaking hard. This camera on the creek pinch didn't even pick up. It went off, but they had already gone by it. They went by so fast. I have some cameras over here on the gator path that they went up, so we'll see if no, it just went off. That's not the buck that just chased the doe through. That's just a little one, but it looks like my cell camera did get the buck chasing that doe out in front here. Happened so fast you can't even see him. He was absolutely chasing that doe like you wouldn't believe. Grunting and carrying on. This is the 5th buck we've seen now. That's not the buck that just chased the doe through. That's just a little one, but it looks like my cell camera did get the buck chasing that doe out in front here. Happened so fast you can't even see him. He was absolutely chasing that doe like you wouldn't believe. Grunting and carrying on. This is the 5th buck we've seen now. Tell you what, I still can't believe how hard that buck was chasing that doe through here. They cleared this 100-yard section here in the matter of about 4 seconds. I heard him grunting. Oh, yep, there he is. Yep, that's the same buck that chased that doe through here. 2-year-old. That's a good comparison body-wise. 1.5-year-old buck, 2.5-year-old, and then if we could bring that 3-year-old back out here and put them in a line, you get a really good comparison from one year to the next. Then, you know, what would be even better if we could get the 6.5-year-old heavy 9 out here, and we could compare all of them together, and I could put a hole in them. I say let's do that. He's gonna slip up one of these days here. Both those bucks are looking back into the brush like something else is coming. What are the odds it's the big boy? Probably not very good. Or nothing. Gotta be something back there, the way they keep looking back. And that little buck's walking right back there like he heard something and wants to go check it out. That 2-year-old's still out there too. He's walking back.
Well, tonight was a pretty awesome hunt. We saw 6 different bucks, 4 year-and-a-half-old bucks, 1 2.5-year-old buck, and 1 3.5-year-old buck. And that 2-year-old was absolutely getting it with that doe in the back of the plot there. They ran by me so fast I never even got any video of them. And I had a cell cam on the back gator path, and she ran by that and had that buck grunting and carrying on. And I think it was the same buck that ended up coming back out later on with another buck. I'm not positive, but if it wasn't the same buck, we saw 7. So it was a pretty awesome night. Everything came within 25 yards. Everything was shootable. We just need a mature buck to do what all these other bucks have been doing. So we'll be back after them in the morning. I'm looking at the wind. I'm thinking I'm probably going to hunt the main ridge, which tends to be the area that the heavy 9 spends the most time. I'd imagine after all this rain that we've got the last 2 days, they're going to be out opening those scrapes up. So there's a scrape line right down that ridge, and likely that's where I'll hunt in the morning. I don't know that for a fact. We'll see what the cameras say when I wake up, but we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I wanted to mention, too, Tideweed's got some crazy Black Friday deals on their website. Stuff is up to 80% off. So take advantage of it and use my code and get an additional 20% or 18%. So take advantage of it if you need anything. Take it easy, everybody.